Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Mentor Monday. And today I start with exciting and a time, playing games and trying to get in, but it's life. And as long we are um, accessible and be able to do changes, we can continue in life. Today, we're going to have a very exciting day because program. As you know, every Monday, and we have this session to help us to start our week with enthusiasm, with empowerment, with wisdom, and that we to know that we are not alone, never alone. We have a team. We never, it's true, it's your own business. You can do whatever you want, you can do it in any way. But if you need a backup, if you need a support, we are here. You have a team. And it's amazing because your team is all over the world. We have people from Africa, from Brazil, from all over the United States, from Mexico. And hablando de Mexico, our host, our presenter today is from Mexico. He's an amazing man, very enthusiastic. He's a service, he's a man of service. And I love his enthusiasm. And he's gonna share with us today his wisdom because life gives us wisdom. And he is really very enthusiastic on getting on. And, I had the opportunity to listen to him so many times. And I love the way he presents himself with that energy, with that encouragement, and be ready to be there for us. So for me, it's a pleasure to present Daniel Hernandez. So let's welcome him with a big heart. Thank you, Daniel, and all is yours.
Thank you very much, Helena. Excellent. As always, I love your energy. I love your positivism. I love everything that you do. Thank you very much for that. When I saw the photo and I was like, oh, Helena's going to be there. Excellent. Then everything's going to be perfect. Yeah. So thank you very much. And everyone, I would like you to, first of all, let's just pay attention to what I'm going to share with you today, because I think that we're going to establish something and see things from a different perspective. I'm not going to be very technical about it. I just want some perspective that I think it's very important. Last time we talked, we had a very cool topic, and I shared some, I know, some comments also with J. Michael, and it was great. Who else shared with us? I don't remember, but it was great to just share some perspective about keeping it simple with the business, because we have a lot of strategies now. We have a lot of gurus out there that tell you, no, it's because this changed completely, network marketing now, blah, blah, or it doesn't exist. And now, I mean, there are so many opinions and there are so many people trying to get your money. So be careful with that. But, but more than anything, I mean, I think that if we have the right perspective, everything's going to work well. Yeah. And first of all, let's have a perspective about technology. How do you feel about technology? Please, right there, I'm gonna have you like just interacting all the time. So please just bear with me here. So I want you to I don't know, to just check what level you're in. Talking about technology, I'm talking about social media and interacting with people and building your business using technology as we know it right now. How do you rate yourself from number one? I don't know anything at all. I just use my phone to call people. Yeah. To number 10, that's the way that I do my business. I build my business only online. I use only technology for building my business. How do you put yourself from number 1 to number 10? Tell me, J. Michael 7.5. That's an amazing number. That's great. That's perfect. Yeah. I'm not a 10. Yeah, because I don't build all my business online. Yeah. So, but let's say that mine is like a 9. Yeah, because most of my business is actually online. So 9.5, let's say, maybe. Yeah. 7, Helena, and Helena, that's perfect. It's a very good number. Yeah, as you feel 7, or maybe if there's someone that says, I'm a 2, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, the thing here is just to have here the right perspective. First of all, you need to know yourself. You need to know where you are to know where you're going. It's like if you're gonna get an Uber, you gotta know where you're going. Even if you have the best technology, you need to know where you're going. Otherwise, it's impossible to use it. Yeah. I mean, so here, Sonia is like, I feel like a 7. Very good. I mean, we have very high numbers. I was expecting like a 3 or a 4. So I'm talking here to experts. So, anyways, even though you are experts, uh having the right perspective, I think that's the first thing to do. I mean, maybe some are number 2 or number 3 that they don't even find the chat for Zoom, so that's why they cannot write it. So that's okay. If you're in that moment right now, if you feel like that, that's okay. But I want us to just keep it simple and to remember that technology technology is it has always been with us since we started with the wheel, you know fire, and being able to produce fire, not fire itself, but being able to just produce fire, that just became a tool. Yeah, just let's remember that technology is just for that. It's for and I have actually, I just came up with that before we started. I prepared some slides for you. I hope that you like that. I because I as you know, I'm a teacher, so I like to make things like this. So let's just keep it simple with technology. Yeah, let's do it like that. So I'm gonna make you a very simple question. Yes, doesn't everybody know what this is? I hope so. Yeah. So this is a toaster, right? Okay, everybody, it's a toaster. So let me see. Do you consider this? Is this cheating? Is using a toaster cheating? I mean, or are you supposed to? Are you a purist that you say no? You cannot use technology. You're supposed to use it in a burner, and that's the way that you toast bread. Yeah, it's like no. I mean, and the thing is that here I show you a toaster, and you say, well, that's because a toaster is very simple. When a toaster came out, it was amazing. You know, when a microwave came out, it was like, whoa. Yeah. Do you remember when just electric cars just came out? When Tesla came out with those cars, how did you feel? I mean, actually, do you remember the first time that you had, or do you remember when you had Blackberries? Did anybody over here had a Blackberry? Yeah. And they were like in love with the buttons. And when Apple came up with the iPhone, and it had it had no buttons, and people got crazy for that, and they were like, I want my buttons, and I want to keep my buttons, and I'm not gonna, and they were like anti, uh, uh, you know, like these get like a whole screen there on your phone, and it's just normal. I mean, we are all trying to we feel comfortable with something that we already know. Yeah, that's the thing. We feel comfortable. We want to feel comfortable. But the thing is that one of the main things in network marketing is that actually we're in network marketing because we want to be out of our supposedly comfort zone. Yeah, we are looking for a different lifestyle. We're different for something different. So social media is going to help you do something better. Yeah, let's just remember that technology. Let's just have it like this. Technology is just for you to do things faster and more efficient, right? It's just that. Technology in general is just to do it faster and do it more efficient. What is easier for you? To just use the switch and turn on the light, or just build a fire? And just it's a lot easier to just use the switch, right? Technology. Yeah. So look at technology the same way all the time. It's the same thing. Facebook, emailing, making phone calls, everything is the same. It's just to make it easier and to make it more efficient, and to actually make it better and faster. So if the technology that you're using is not doing that for your business, don't use it. Okay. So that's one of the things. That's one of the things that you need to really think about it. Yeah. My business is always I need to do the same. I'm not gonna change. Network marketing is the same. I just need to contact people. I need to find people that are looking for something, that are looking for something to change in their lives. Yes. And they're looking, in my case, because we are, in health and wellness, someone that actually also wants to feel better, that wants to feel good all the time. Yeah. That wants to have longevity and that wants to, and appreciates his health. That's what I'm looking for. People that are looking for something. Yeah. And if I find networkers, I find people that are looking for people that are looking for. And like it just becomes the same thing, I don't know. But the thing here is that my tools, my technology needs to help me reach people faster, filter people faster, start conversations faster, and more efficient. That's what I'm going to use social media for. I'm not going to use it for any other thing. If I want to build in Spain, the fastest way to build my business in Spain is using social media, right? It's the fastest and most efficient way to do it. Yeah. It's going to cost less than me traveling all the way there. Yeah. I don't know when you started network marketing, but if you started, let's say, at least a decade ago or 2 decades ago, yeah, you had to move. I mean, you had to go, you had to drive. You were not able to have a video call that as easy as right now. Yeah. I mean, the easiest way right now to actually have the most efficient way to have a conference right now, this training, all the way to Africa, all the way to different continents. We're talking continents here, people. Yeah. It's using social media. It's using apps. It's using Zoom. It's using internet. It's a tool. What for? For connection, for starting a conversation, to start filtering people faster. That's it. Okay, so that's the first thing that we just need to have here very well. So a toaster is not cheating. Yeah, so you have to use your technology. Yes. And that's important. Here is like we have to be open to change. Yes, Helena, sorry. It's very important. Yeah. I use toaster oven, so probably it's a bigger cheater. Yeah, toaster oven. Sonia, come on, that is cheating. No, of course not. Just kidding. But here, look. Now let's talk about the next thing. I'm not gonna go now. Okay, here's no oven is cheating. Like no, your social media can attract a lot of people. Yeah, it can really attract the right person. It can really be a magnet to someone that you can really connect with. Yeah, and this is very important, that you can connect with. Yeah, just underline that. That's very important. Circle that and highlighter, that you connect with. That is very simple for you to start a conversation with, that you're honest and authentic about it. But your social media can also do this, can also repel everyone. Yeah, that can also repel the right people. What you want is that your social media attracts the right ones and repels the wrong ones. That's what you want. Yeah, in my content in social media, there are some people that hate my content, that don't like it at all, that it's boring for them. And you know what? It's good. Because I repel the people that I don't want to interact with. Yeah, and that's the main idea. So I want to be a magnet to the ones that actually want to build a business the way that I can help them build the business. I want to attract people that also want a great health, that want to feel good all the time, that care about their family, that are not afraid to invest in their health and to share something to the rest of the people. I want to connect with people that want to connect with people, right? I mean, imagine having an organization of people that don't want to connect with anyone else. I want people that are friendly, that like to open conversations. I want to have people that like to interact with others, that are excited to go to a convention, that are excited to meet people from different continents, different countries, that are excited about change. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to try to attract as much as possible. But how do I do that? Well, first of all, one question: who are you talking to? You got to be very specific about who you're talking to in social media, because all your content, everything that you're sharing, needs to go to those people. Yeah. Now, I would like you to do that if you haven't done it yet, yeah, to actually go and check your social media. Yeah, to go and check your social, not right now, but I mean after this training. Yeah. Uh, After this training, just go and check your social media and just think about it. I mean, think about it from the outsider. Not don't think about it like you. Just think about it as an outsider. Number one, would you actually connect with that person or not? Does your content attract you or not? Is it really serving you? Yeah. Because if you had a microphone and you have an audience, I mean, you actually want to impact that audience, right? You want those you want those ones that are there listening to you. Imagine, because there are some people that tell me sometimes, hey, Daniel, it's because I just had, I don't know, just 20 people watch my live video, or 5 people watch my live video, or I just had 10 likes. And I'm like, that's amazing. Imagine 10 people that are just listening to you. I mean, that's just amazing, especially because with our business, we don't need millions of people to see us or to get into our front line to build a business. Yeah, we need very few people that we can connect with in a very authentic way, and that they also connect, they vibe like you, right? Yes, that they vibe like that. So it's very important that we, even with one person, you have one person in your live video, that's amazing. You have 2 3 people, wow. Yeah, you have 4 people sharing your content, that's wow, that's just amazing. Yeah. But here the thing is that if we don't have the right content, then we're attracting the wrong people and we're having the wrong likes. You know what I mean? I mean, because there are some people that want to be viral in the internet, that they want to make like the most liked video or anything like that. But sometimes what they do is that they're falling into actually attracting the wrong audience. So you have to be very careful about who you are actually, who you are connecting with. In my case, for example, when I'm talking about my niche, like a very specific niche, I connect with people because I say, I can help you. That's what I actually say. I haven't said it in English, so let me see if I can say it in English. Yes, I can help you optimize your mind and your body to be a successful entrepreneur leader. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, I could say it. So it's good. So optimization is what I'm really married with. I love doing that. I love optimizing. I'm not about, okay, I'm going to cure you from cancer or stuff like this. No, it's like, I want you to be optimized to be at your best and to be the best leader possible, and to also have that entrepreneurial mind to help others, to build something better, to have your mind and body connection in an amazing way. Yeah. So that's the kind of people that I want to connect with. And all my content is directed towards that. So people that connect with me are usually people that think that way. And it's a lot easier to do business. I mean, maybe it's going to take a little longer. It could take a little longer, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about how you can make it go a little faster. Yeah. But it can take a little longer to build that audience. But once you build it, man, now you're talking only to same-minded people, that help you a lot. Yeah, Helena is like, it's important to have your niche. Like, it's so important. I think it's just the most important thing, because let me show you something that if we really pay attention to it, it changes everything. Yeah. So I'm going to share with you the roadmap of the client. Yes. And I'm saying client because, I mean, everybody starts like a client with 4Life. Yeah. So it's the roadmap of the client in social media starts like this. First, they are an spectator. Yeah. They go to your social media, they find Helena's video and they say, oh, this is a very nice video. They found the reel, they liked it. Maybe they were like, oh, this is very nice. So they're an spectator. And then suddenly they find another one. Because if you like a video and you watch it fully, then social media understands that and puts another video in front of you to see if you like it. Yeah. So the person is like, wow, I really like that content. I really liked that one. Let me see if I like another one. Yeah. And what happens? Now you have a follower. And usually for that person to become a follower is because that person actually went to your profile. That's why it's so important for you to have your niche so specific. I mean, like, you gotta be very specific, because then that spectator, let's suppose that that spectator loved Helena's video, is gonna go to the profile to find more videos. Yeah, it's gonna be like, okay, I like this a lot. I'm gonna go there again. I'm gonna make it like a very simple example here. Yes, let's say that I don't know, that they gave you some French fries that you loved a lot, and you're like, "Wow, these are amazing French fries. Where'd you buy them?" That's gonna tell them, I bought them in this restaurant. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go to that restaurant to see if they have more French fries, right? So you go for more fries, and then if you arrive there and they have different kind of fries and the same one that you liked, and then they have different kind of sauce or something like that, you're like, wow, amazing! I found a restaurant that I loved, and you're gonna become a follower or a consumer of that restaurant. Yeah. But if you go back and it was the only time that they made fries, and you arrive and now they only sell ice cream, and you didn't want ice cream. Actually, you're maybe lactose intolerant. Yeah. And you don't want that ice cream. So what happens? You're not gonna go back. Same thing with social media. That follower is gonna start following you because perceives that you're taking that topic seriously, that you're actually sharing that kind of thing. Maybe you like puppies and you're sharing stuff about puppies. Maybe you like cooking and you share a lot of different hacks to cook faster and easier. Yeah, maybe you're an expert in toast bread. So you're toasting bread all the time and you're giving different hacks on how to do it. Yeah, it's amazing. People actually are going to follow you because of that. But then after they become follower, what happens is that they start interacting. Now they're going to start liking your videos, sharing your videos or your content in general. They're going to start making comments, interacting with you in the comments, in other publications that you make. So all that content and all that interaction, what they're going to do is that now they're going to trust. Yeah. That client, that prospect is going to trust you. Now it's going to say, yes, I follow this. I like this. I like what Helena tells me. Yes, I share that. Oh, yeah, she said the exact comment that I would have made. And they start trusting you. And after they trust you, what happens is that now they become a client or a networker. That depends on them. That depends on how they are. And you're very happy like this heart. Yeah. So that's what actually happens. But if we see that, we have to really nurture that person since they are an spectator. Yeah. So what happens most of the times and what becomes hard is that if you don't have a very specific niche, you start just sharing whatever kind of content, or you're copying someone else's content that is not authentic because it's not you. So you're like, okay, what works in social media? Well, what works in social media is who you are and be authentic and polish something and start sharing content that connects with you first and that serves some other people. Yeah. That makes them, that gives them value. Yeah. And you can have some tips. You can have some very amazing little content that we made a training directly with Omar Redemar last time that we talk about content. I suggest you to go and check it out. If you don't know what to post, there we talked about it a little bit, but make sure that the spectator receives exactly what your niche is about. Be very niche, be very specific about it. Remember that your publications need to be like that, all your content, but also in your stories, there you can publish whatever you want. Yeah, in your stories, you can post, I don't know, you like the movie, you can talk about it in your stories. You like the product, you can talk about it in the stories. I mean, anything that you want to talk about, then you can do it there in your stories. Yeah. So this road is extremely important. If you want to just take a snapshot of it, it's very important that you learn it. Yeah. And once you have that very specifically, there are going to be some people that are going to be attracted to your content, and they are going to go through all this path to become a client or a networker. And you're going to say, is that the only way? No, it's not, because that is just what we call passive prospecting. Yeah. We talked about it before, but passive prospecting is just basically with your content, you're attracting people and they go through all that funnel. That's like the funnel that we go through for them to gain the confidence, and they get that trust with you, and then they start talking to you, and then you get that customer on the or that networker there in your company, well, sorry, in your organization. But there's also active prospecting. And active prospecting is starting all those conversations. You gotta get to that question. So once you have that active prospecting, it's when you get to the DMs of those new followers. You have a new follower, and what you gotta do is, hey, I'm so happy that you connected with with me, that you're subscribed or whatever, depending on which of the social media platforms you're using. Thank you for being my new friend here and everything. I'm glad that we're connecting. I hope that everything here, the contents that I'm having here with you, are also of value. Hey, I noticed that you're also into, depending on your niche, yeah, into cycling or into baking bread or into whatever your niche is about. In my case, for example, I noticed that you're also very much into longevity. Yeah. How did you start that? How did you start connecting with that kind of topic? I'm going to start a conversation with that person, because the active prospecting, you want to get to the point in which it's very evident that the person either has a problem with their health, yes, or that you get to the question of, hey, what do you do for a living? I mean, you want to get to that question because that question is magical. Yeah, you want to get to that question. It's like, what do you do? And that opens the conversation into what you're actually doing, and then you can actually prospect those people if you find that they vibe like you. Otherwise, it's like, not really. But if it's the right moment, you can do it right away, and ask the person, hey, I'm building a business that is extremely interesting. Yeah, building in the 5 continents, imagine, from my phone, and taking care of my health at the same time. You mind watching a video? Check it out. Maybe you might like it. Maybe it is for you as well. And maybe we can go into a little more detail if you find it attractive. How hard was that? Yeah, it's extremely simple, and just starting those conversations. Active prospecting is just by starting those conversations with the people that have that same kind of topic, and also with the people that just started following you. People that started following you, remember, that are also going to be served by your stories. And in your stories, you can also sell. In the stories, you can talk about your business. In your stories, you can talk about everything else that can also be attracted to them. Remember that every new follower can see your stories, and you want to share with your stories all that, so they are like, okay, he's talking about a business that sounds very attractive. Okay, let me see. Hey, what's that about? You can make some well, I'm not going to start with content specifically, but I really suggest you to start working with your stories and with your content that way, and in starting those conversations, because that active prospecting is going to speed it up right away. So try starting at least from 5 to 10 conversations a day. Start 5 to 10 conversations a day in social media that can end up in those little details, like, okay, into the question of what do you do for a living, or maybe knowing by the conversation that you have and the content that they have, you can also start a conversation and maybe know if they have maybe a problem with health, that you can just help them out with what 4Life has, yeah, with any of the use of the products. Also, we can start connecting with other profiles that are around my niche. For example, I use specific keywords to look for other profiles and also publications, like some content from others that have to do, I'm saying publications, but it's like videos or photos or anything, any kind of content that has to do with what I'm also with my niche, as I'm talking about longevity, I'm talking about mind, about body and everything and all this. So I can use a lot of different keywords to find those videos and find everything online, profiles that have to do with that, and then start conversations that have to do around that niche. It's another easy way. We can get into active prospecting in another training, because it takes some steps, right? But I mean, I really suggest you to go and do that as well, because that's going to help you a lot. Yeah. And
Daniel, you say something about connection, and
yeah,
connect. If we understand the word connection, wow, we can get on and on. I travel all over the world before we have a cell phones, we have internet, and everywhere I went, I found somebody who knows my friends, who knows someone, the son knows my family, wherever, when I came home and they say, how small is the world?
Oh
So
yeah,
when I have a bad experience about networking, and then I got out and I say never again. And but I say, and then I say, when is a communication for everybody massive communication, I can get back in. And suddenly
sure.
came internet, and wow, now you can connect with everyone. And it's amazing. I was
It is.
I've been working as an ambassador of mentoring for in Spanish with Embajadores en Acción. And when we were in the convention, I get all over people that say, "Oh, I'm from Kansas. I know you. Oh, I'm from Kansas. I know you," because I was mentoring the classes. So it gives us, if we understand that, the potential that give us to be connected with others. Wow,
Exactly.
it's fantastic. So thank you.
That's totally true, Helena. And it's and we are also looking for people that feel like that while connecting with other people like you do. Otherwise it's going to be very terrible, because there are some people that say it's because I'm not good at making friends, I don't like it or something. It's like, no, forget about it. I mean, the word itself says it, network marketing. We need to build a network. We like building networks, we like connecting with people. That's our nature. Yeah. And so remember to, whenever we are prospecting actively, to always look for the benefit of the other person, because whatever the benefit is for the other person, it's also a benefit for you. Yeah. If the person likes the product, amazing. If the person wants to build a business, amazing. Whatever the person wants to do with For Life, thanks to you, I mean, you're going to be benefited. So focus on the benefit for that other person, and everything's going to be fine. Yeah. And something that I find very important is that for you to do it in social media, it's the same here. Know and follow the rules. Yeah. Many people don't know this, but there are rules. There are some things that you can share and some things that you cannot share online. Yeah. The same uh, as when you're doing it face to face. The difference here is that face to face, sometimes, I mean, they don't hear you, but here, remember that social media is international. They can really hear you. It's there all the time. So be careful with that. Remember that we have policies and procedures. If you go to your webpage, forlife.com, you're going to find in resources the policies and procedures. Go to the social media area. Yeah. I actually suggest you to read it all. Yeah. But please check the policies and procedures about social media, what you can share and what you cannot share. It's very, very important. Yeah. The do's and don'ts of income claims, also super important. If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out. And something important, the DSA code of ethics, the ethics, sorry. Let's remember that we're part of the Direct Selling Association, and we also need to do it in an elegant way, as we do it all the time. Yes, we have an amazing company, and we do everything by the book. So I think we need to comply with this, to be extremely, extremely, extremely careful, and also to always put our company in the highest standards as the way that it is. Yeah. So the DSA Code of Ethics, I really recommend it to you. The do's and don'ts of income claims, and also the policies and procedures. And here, go directly into what is social media, so that you know what you can share and what you cannot share on social media. And I mean, it's different for every country. So remember that, I mean, here in Mexico, we cannot say the same things that they can say in United States because of the regulations in Mexico, So it's very important for us to follow those rules. As long as you're following those rules, everything is just fine. Yeah, but let's know, we're going to play the game. Perfect. You want to use the tools? Excellent. Social media is the best tool to connect around the world. Is the best way, and extremely affordable, super duplicatable now, because almost everyone has a phone, and so it's a lot easier. Internet now is international, so
So
it's a lot
also
easier to
that
connect with people. Helena?
also, Daniel, if we go to our For Life, it has a tool that is it's called 50 things that you can say about the product that you can say in social
Exactly.
media. And then you can apply, and it's in every country. So you can download it. And especially here, I noticed I have it in the United States. So when I want to do some advertising about something, I look into it and see what I can say. And what they even give me suggestions exactly what to say about each product and what it does. So you are in
Compliance.
compliance with that, you know. So it's very elementary.
Yeah, it's super, super important. I got in touch directly with the marketing department of For Life Mexico to know. I mean, because I really want to do it the right way. And if we do it the right way and we duplicate it the right way in our organization, then everybody is going to be benefited by that. So thank you very much for being here. And this is actually the training, some of the slides that I wanted to share with you guys. And I don't know if we have some time, maybe if there's some question or some comment that you like to talk about, that would be amazing. Otherwise, thank you very much for the opportunity over here. I'll give you